November 12th, 2004, that was the moment our lives changed forever.
Our daughter, Elizabeth, who was 12 and a half, was in a drowning accident.
My wife was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, and from the time she was diagnosed till she passed away was only about 4 months.
My husband passed away when Brittany was 11. He had had cancer and was ill for a long period of time.
November 2nd, 2006, my mother passed. She had been a cancer survivor for 6 years, and then it came back, and it took her rather quickly.
Well, I know for one thing, grief is knowing that things are never going to be the same as they were before.
Kind of like purgatory between, well, what you have living and what you've lost.
After she died, I felt like a part of me was gone, and I just couldn't repair it. Sort of felt left out of things, and I just felt sort of unequal with other people.
It was harder because I didn't have a person to talk to like always. I was always talking to her about everything.
Well, it just made you feel like you're different than everybody else. Nobody really understands what it's like.
It was kind of weird because a lot of kids would say, like, I know how you feel, and they really don't know how you feel.
I felt lonely. Sort of like someone that is sick, and you go to a group of people and they just sort of back away.
I saw Stephen really struggle, and it was very difficult for him. He looked like a rudderless ship. He didn't know where to go, what to do, who to talk to, because his best buddy wasn't there.
You're so frustrated, and you don't know what to do with it. And you just sit there and you're like, nobody understands what I'm going through.
So it was very hard for me as a parent to watch her go through that and not be able to help her.
Carly was, I guess, about 14 at the time, and I'm thinking, here I am, what do I know about a 14-year-old female?
It's just harder in school because you always could turn to her since she was older and she could help you a lot with stuff.
I felt kind of frightened, lonely, and sort of infuriated at the same time. And it just really wasn't a good mix. I started doing things I wasn't supposed to, and just really wasn't good.
I was very sad. I sort of started to, my schoolwork started to slip, and I just had a hard time.
There were some little subtle things that I noticed that she just wasn't quite herself, but she became withdrawn. She started struggling in school a little more. I had no way of really reaching my own child.
I think she gradually wanted to do less and less. She didn't want to go out. She didn't want to do things with her friends. She was very different than the little girl that she was before. It was hard for me as a parent to watch that happen.
There's anger inside of you that you don't know how to get rid of all the time, and you just let it pile up on top of each other. And the anger inside is one of the biggest things that I feel like you get struck with.
It sort of felt like somebody dropped a nuclear bomb on my life.
I felt like everything wasn't gonna be the same. Things weren't gonna be as fun. The house would be emptier. I can't say no more.
this being grief. It's not a communicable disease. It's not a debt. It's something that burns a hole in your heart and your mind until you start opening up about it.
I think the talking really had a big impact. Well, it gives you like a chance to explain how you feel and stuff, and that sometimes that really helps.
It's almost like a sense of relief, you know what I mean? Like, you're just relieved to know that I'm not an outsider, and I'm not the only person going through this.
It just felt like we had each a piece inside of us that were the same.
What connects you guys when you come to the Caring Place?
We all lost someone.
We all lost someone.
Yeah.
I think the thing that struck me the most was the whole idea of the feeling of safety and safeness. It was our safe haven.
There was a sense of community. You come amongst friends and you eat, and that was good also.
Sometimes you don't think, you're like, no one could be going through what I'm going through. And you get here and you listen to other people, and when they share, you feel more compelled to want to share, just to tell someone else, I'm feeling that way too.
The first thing I saw that was really beneficial were children her age. And that's what she needed to be able. And they were laughing, and they were having fun. I know that she always was really, really excited to get back here. She was really excited to get back here.
I think the activities we did, they were a lot of fun. I remember one time we made a collage out of stuff from magazines, and that was a lot of fun.
We made like memory boxes, and you could just decorate it like however you wanted and pretty much use it however you wanted. But I took it home and like I have all these pictures and stuff, and I have like a place to put stuff like that, so that way I don't like lose it by accident or anything.
One of my favorite things is the air hockey. I really felt open, and I could express my feelings in any way I wanted. So that was really cool. I sort of thought the puck was the anger, and I just kept hitting it away.
When I first came here and we said the pledge, Jerry had the children do it first, which was kind of neat, I thought. And then everybody together.
I am here for you. You are here for me. We are here for each other.
Everybody. Kind of a statement that said, this is the circle that we formed, a circle of caring, and this is the place to do it. And if you have no other place outside of this building or any people outside of these people who will say they care about you, you know that in this building with these people, you're being cared for.
We were facing the same fear that once again we'd have to think about the death and talk about the death and face the death. And it's often easier to run away from it. If you don't think about it, if you put it out of your mind, then you don't feel the hurt and the pain. But I think when we came here and realized that it was okay to talk about it, it's like holding your breath all the time, and then all of a sudden you can just let it out. It's a big sigh of relief. And I think my sons and myself, we felt that the Caring Place offered that. We could breathe. When you hold it all in, especially grief, it's destroying. It really, where does it go? And I think coming here enabled us to let it out. And also just to realize that it's okay how we feel. It's normal to feel these feelings. It's normal to not understand anything. It allowed us to feel normal. Yeah, it allowed us to feel normal.
You learn to be the new family that you are. and kind of redefine who your family is, and to cherish what you had and take that along with you. I recommend the Caring Place because it is a place of hope. Is it going to fix everything? No. But it will provide you with a place where you can be whoever you are at that moment.
It felt like walking into a big hug, coming into the Caring Place.
Yeah, like what she said, it's sort of like a big hug that doesn't let go for 2 hours.
Life will never be the same. We all realize that, but life does go on, and we want it to go on. We choose for it to go on. Every day we work on it. We all have our moments, like everybody else, but I think we're growing stronger, and I just say breathing. I could breathe again. Yeah.